If your name is Sarah and your boyfriend's name is Jake and he was in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest this weekend and your best friend's name is Amanda, this video is for you. This is probably the most disgusting, vile thing I've ever experienced. I'm so sorry. I was at brunch this Saturday and I was seated right next to your boyfriend and your best friend. You might be thinking, why was my best friend there? My best friend wasn't in Austin this weekend. Yes, she was. She was there with your boyfriend. Your friend was gonzo. Like, it was bad. It was 11 a.m. and this girl is screaming. So I heard every single thing she said. They were talking about how your boyfriend had said that he was going on a business trip to go to South by Southwest events, and your friend told you that she was visiting her family. But that's not true. They were fully on a couple's trip, very touchy at the table, holding hands, flirting, like kissing. Gross. Also, we were at brunch. I was like, actually, calm down. This is disgusting. Nobody here wants to see this. And she's sitting there being like, when are you going to leave Sarah? And he's like, soon, babe, I will. But we have a few months of our lease left. And I need her dad's help finishing up with this contract. I don't know what contract they were talking about, but your dad should not be helping that man get any kind of contract. He's sitting there trying to play a good guy too. He's like, yeah, it's been really hard for me. Like, she thinks that we're going to get engaged soon and I'm going to end it to be with you. Oh yeah, things have been really hard for you, Jake. Like, really hard. I know nothing that I can say is going to make this better, but you dodged the biggest bullet of your life because this man was terrible to the waitress. She came and was delivering the drinks, spilled a little bit of water on the table. He looks at her and he goes, you actually have one job. Can you just do it right? South by Southwest in Austin is so busy. These restaurants are absolutely packed. This woman is probably so stressed, and your boyfriend, ick. Biggest ick in the world, literally disgusting. And your friend's makeup was smeared all over her face. Like, the girl had obviously been sweating. It's getting a little warm in Austin. Mascara smeared everywhere. It was bad. It was not a cute look. And yes, obviously I got photos of them together, but I didn't want him to be able to come back and be like, babe, what are you talking about? We just ran into each other randomly, didn't even know she was in Austin. So I also got videos of them having conversations where it's very clear that they're together. He's calling her baby. They're holding hands. Like, I got you. And I know this is actually like horrible, earth-shattering news if this is your boyfriend and your best friend, but imagine being your friend and not only being so backstabbing, so conniving, so unempathetic, a terrible human, but then also having to fake a trip, lie to all of their friends to go on this trip with the guy they're seeing, and they literally like can't post anything about it. They have to lie about it because they know they're in the wrong. Like, that's sad for you. Like, that's really, really sad. Really, you can't, no, there's nobody else. Literally nobody else likes you, that like you have to go for him. Like, it's pathetic. It really is pathetic. So Sarah, if this is you, if you think this might be you, message me. I'll send you the photos. I'll send you the videos, and I'll help you get whatever payback you may want.
A year ago today, I got engaged and later found out he cheated on me the same day he proposed. So I thought we would reflect on February 21st together. How crazy that is. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's really not funny. It was really traumatizing. Like, this morning I woke up not sad because of him. There's no reason I would ever want to be with someone like that, but more so just like weighing on me the grief of when I believed people were inherently good. I went through 23 years of life believing in the good of people always as the default, and I feel like in the last year, one of my biggest takeaways has been there are some evil people out there. There are fake people, there are liars, and I just hadn't run into that, and that's a privilege. I hadn't run into that for 23 years. So anyway, let's just ramble, let's just get into it. So a year ago today, we were living in Orange County in this cute little apartment. He was training there, and I just remember waking up and feeling those excited jitters. I was 90% sure that he was gonna propose this day. There were so many hints swirling around, and I just remember feeling like a little girl. Growing up as a girl, I feel, maybe this is part of the patriarchy, I don't know. But I always just pictured a beautiful setting, music, flowers, and I don't know, you think about this moment, it's a big first, it's a big step in life, it's a milestone. So I just remember feeling that giddy, oh my gosh, is my life gonna take this next step in this direction? I love this guy, I'm so excited about this. I don't know, I just remember feeling like, wow, this is gonna be a really big day. Woke up together, spent the morning together. We ended up going to this reptile zoo, which is right up my alley. He had flown out his hairstylist and her son, so we went, the four of us, and it was so much fun. Came back to our apartment and started getting ready. I'm getting a little bit more nervous. I'm like, is this really happening? Putting on this white dress that the photographer had picked out for me. Shout out Sydney. We're going to a photo shoot, I should say that. That's what I thought was happening. We arrived to this beautiful venue in the hills, and I remember walking down this driveway and I hear music and I see this gorgeous floral setup right out of my dreams that I had as a child. He gets down on one knee, he puts the ring on my finger. I just remember saying, oh, my cheeks hurt so much from smiling. I was so happy. I remember just looking back and being like, this is gonna be one of the happiest days of my life. And we ended up going to the beach after, did a little beach photo shoot. The pictures were gorgeous, and ended up going to our engagement dinner, got a little sushi, and headed back to our apartment. Now, knowing what I know now, this was his timeline for the day. So he woke up and he texted his ex-girlfriend and texted her this. It's gross, so I wouldn't say those words. Then proceeded to go through the same day I did, and he gets down on one knee, he proposes, we commit to each other for the rest of our lives, marriage, crazy concept. We go to our engagement dinner, I just said all these things. Then we get home from our engagement dinner, and then he texts her this. And for some reason, you cheat before and after you propose, the morning of and the night. That's just something I will never understand. I've given up on trying to understand how someone can be that evil. I think you just have to be a sociopath, and that's just it at the end of the day. But in that video I posted back in May, one of the last things I said was, if I can make one woman feel seen, heard, or understood, or aid in a journey of healing, then I've accomplished what I set out to do. I got such an overwhelmingly positive response on that video, and I had so many women reaching out to me for doing exactly that, and that's really special to me. That's why when people are like, stop talking about this, get over it, I'm like, now that I do have a platform and I have women that look to me in a way as someone that's gone through something like this really bad, and a lot of them I've had personal conversations with, and we've bonded over things like this. I don't want to stop talking about these issues, and if I had to have the devil in disguise as a fiance and I had to go through that, then let me utilize the blueprint of a bad, shitty man to promote conversations about healing and create a community of women. That is what I want to do. That's what I would want this platform to be about, stingrays and healing. But anyway, I just think all of that is to say, men ain't shit. I'm just kidding. No, really. I think it's all about community. It's all about coming together. This is just one little example of, there's a lot to say about that man, and the story will come out eventually. This was just me reflecting on 1 year ago today. But yeah, if I can make one person feel seen, heard, or understood, then I've accomplished my purpose, and that is why I'm here sharing this today. Don't you dare try to silence me again. So, I do love you guys. Bye.
Story time on how I lost my baby daddy of 4 years and my best friend of 3 years within 24 hours. By the way, this literally happened 3 days ago. But anyways, my baby daddy, we share a car. It's my car, but I let him use it for work and everything because he doesn't have one. Anyways, he was going out with his coworkers. And this is about like the fourth time he's gone out. Every single time he goes out till like 6 or 7 a.m. Anyways, he stays out like literally that late, doesn't text me the entire time, does not care, and then comes back in the morning and tries to apologize and stuff, but like, what the fuck. Anyway, this time my mom was watching our son for the night because she had him while I was at work and she wanted to keep him for the rest of the night. Cool, you can keep him for the rest of the night. I'll just come pick him up in the morning. So I was like, how about we do something for the night? Because, you know, we don't really get alone time without our son. We can do something together. Because he wanted to go to the bar. I'm 20. I cannot go to a bar. So I was like, why don't we just do something together? And you can hang out with your coworkers another way. No. He wanted to go with his coworkers. Okay, he went with his coworkers. Anyway, I am texting his phone. And I'm not like blowing up his phone. I didn't text him until like 3 a.m. Okay, he went out at midnight. Bars close at 2 in North Carolina. Okay, they have to close by 2. So he's still not responding, still not texting me back. Texting me at 4. I say, if you're not back home by 5 a.m., you're never using my fucking car again. Other than for our son or going to and from work. And then 5:30 comes. He is still not home. So I text him, I said, if you are not back by 7 a.m., we're done. Point blank, that's it. And he does not have service on his phone. So he can't text me back if he doesn't have service, so I couldn't see his location either. But he was at one of his coworkers' house. He could have connected to their Wi-Fi and texted me back if he really wanted to. But he didn't. He was out for 7 hours from midnight to 7 a.m. Anyway, next morning, I'm not talking. I'm giving him a silent treatment. I get in the car because we have to both go to work. I get in the passenger seat because I'm the only person that rides in the passenger seat. He drives. I'm passenger princess, whatever. My seat is reclined all the way back. I'm like, I literally fall back in the seat. I was like, what the? Because I'm the only one that sits there, so it shouldn't be reclined back. So I pull it back up, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay. And I just had a feeling. I just had an itch, you know? So the next day, I go on his phone and I'm looking through Instagram messages because he asked his coworkers if we could go to a restaurant instead of a bar so I could come. And I saw the girl he texted to ask. Didn't think of any of it then, but then I saw the conversation was deleted. Why would you delete the conversation just because you're asking if I can come with y'all if y'all can go to a restaurant instead? So that was weird. So what did I do? Looked up how can you retrieve Instagram deleted messages. And then what did I do? I went onto his Instagram, downloaded all his Instagram data to my phone so I could see deleted messages, current messages, all of it. And then he went to go get food, takeout, which, by the way, he wanted to go to his job to get takeout. I told him I don't like their food, so I'm good. I got something else. But he wanted to go to his job. He said, well, if it's just going to be me getting food there, then I'm just going to sit and dine in. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Just get takeout and come back home. He said, no, it'll be cheaper. I'll just sit and dine in. I was like, okay, that's weird as fuck, but all right. So while he's gone, I'm going through the Instagram messages. And I see this girl was in my fucking car. Not only that, he was texting her, telling her how he felt unhappy in the relationship, how we were rocky and wasn't, I'll admit, we were rocky. I mean, we have a kid and we're new parents. It was a little rocky. But he's telling her all this and telling her how last time they hung out, he wanted to kiss her so bad and he couldn't get to. And so that night, he kissed her. And then let her ride in my car, my all pink interior car. Yeah. And let's not forget, this girl knows about me, okay? Because literally 3 days before this happened, I came into his job because it was Halloween night and came to pick him up with our son in his Halloween costume. They're like, oh my gosh, hey. And this girl had the audacity to come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, girl. Like, your body's snatched. Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. Wow, you've been messing with my man for 2 weeks. Cool. Well, not my man anymore. You can have him, Sid. You can have him, Sid the Sloth. I really don't care. Anyway, I find out. I tell him, come straight home. And he comes home. And I'm like, so, I saw all your Instagram messages. I downloaded them all to my phone. Saw all deleted ones, new ones, anything that's on there. I saw it all. I said, do you have anything to say? He just got quiet. Just sat there quiet. Yeah, anyways. So after he sat there quiet and I told him, speak up, say something, because I'm about to kick you out the house. He was like, I was like, bruh, come on. So I asked him how long it's been happening. He said 2 weeks. And I told him, you don't need to lie to me because I've already read all the messages. So just be honest at this point. He told me he only kissed her once and it was just a kiss. I don't fucking believe that shit. Why was my seat all the way back and reclined if it was just a kiss? Cool. I'm not gonna believe that. I really don't care. Anyway, he's pretty much saying that he did it because he just didn't know what to do. Like, he was unhappy, blah, blah, blahzy buzzy. I was like, okay, cool. So what I do, I call his sister. I say, hey, your brother just cheated on me. Come pick him up. He's out of my house. And I went to go pack up his shit. And I said, hey, do you want to help me pack up your stuff so you can go? And he didn't say nothing. Not a word. He just sat there in silence on the couch. So I took it upon myself to pack up everything for him. And put it on the couch next to him, waiting for his sister to get there. And don't get me wrong, I was crying this entire time. I was definitely crying and bawling my eyes, which we will get to that part next. And so his sister comes, picks him up. I asked my best friend to come over because I just got cheated on with a dude I've been for 4 years and have a kid with. So, I need some comforting. So she comes over, her boyfriend, cool, I'm friends with him too, whatever. She comes over and I think she's comforting me. I think she is, at least. And I'm crying, but then I stop crying because I've been crying for the past 2 hours. I'm out of tears. And it's gotten to a point where I'm almost feeling manic and I'm calm. Like, I'm crazy calm. Like a type of calm where it's like, this bitch is about to go insane. That type of calm.
This is going to be a really long story, so keep me as your background video while you do what you got to do. I'm going to be vulnerable with you guys and tell you where I was last year on this day. I was living with my boyfriend of 5 years at the time in an apartment that we chose together. We were long distance for 4 years, so he lived in Florida and I lived in Texas. So we finally moved in together. It was 4 months of us moving in together, and I had found out he was cheating on me. I went through the back instead of going through the front so I can surprise him. And when I snuck up behind him, he had his phone laying out and it was open on Instagram. I like peeped over and I seen that he was texting somebody and he pulled his phone away from me. He moved across states for us to live together in an apartment. So I like never thought that cheating was even gonna be a thing. So when I confronted him about why he snatched the phone away from me, he told me that there was no reason for me to look at his phone. So now I was even more suspicious and I was like, let me see the phone. Why'd you snatch that from me? And then he finally admitted that he was texting his ex from Florida. Mind you, this is my fault. Okay, don't call me a loser, but I am kind of a loser. He had cheated on me with her in the past when he was living in Florida, and I did not think it was gonna be another issue. Stupid ass me, I know. She's also a shitty ass person because when I confronted her about it and I was like, hey, what's going on? I had no idea about you. She said the same thing. She's like, I didn't know anything about you. And she was all sad because she was in a relationship with my boyfriend and I had no idea about it and she had no idea about me. And then several weeks later I had more questions for her and then she like did a whole switch on me and was telling me, girl, you're so stupid for staying with him, like he's gonna cheat on you again with me, like he loves me. Which of course I should have just fucking believed her and just like let her keep him because they're both fucking losers. But I was so fucking heartbroken. I mean, we were living together for 4 months. We've been in a relationship for 5 years. Like, I couldn't just fucking let that go. But she continued to taunt me for months because she changed her Instagram bio to whatever his bio was. She put his name and her username. And I would question him about it and he'd be like, I literally don't know. Like, this girl's crazy. This is also another reason I did not suspect him texting her because I had a feeling he was being mad sketch. So while he was sleeping, I would go through his phone because I knew his password and I didn't find anything. So whatever, I ended up being like, why the fuck are you texting her? And he said, I'm just telling her how much I don't like it here in Texas. So that made me feel like you are basically making fun of me because you're talking to the girl that literally taunts me. And like, I drive home, I'm speeding home. I leave his ass at work and I'm speeding home because I was gonna go fucking break all of his shit. His like pride possession is his PS5 and I literally was gonna throw that shit off the 3rd floor. Like, I was so fucking ready. As I'm like speeding home, I'm like calling everybody I know and every single person's telling me not to do it. They're telling me just fucking leave him. Don't ask me why, but I continue to stay with this dumb ass bitch. I can go into more details about this, but anyway, so we stayed together. I told him to not fucking text her anymore, and I don't know if he did continue to text her or not, but I was not trusting him whatsoever. He told me he fucked up. He said he was sorry, and he told me that he knows I don't have any trust for him anymore. He was like, anytime you want to look at my phone, just tell me, like, I will give you my phone. So the next month or two, that's how it was. Our relationship was really rocky because I did not trust him, but he was living his life and being so fucking happy while I was literally overthinking the hell out of everything. He was no longer allowed to work with me because of the situation, so at this point he had no fucking job. And his lazy ass, I know I was paying for the fucking apartment, he never helped with rent. That's not the point about this. So I got him, I'm the one that set up the fucking interview for him, a job at Home Depot. Home Depot is like literally across the street from us, so he could literally like drive there and it would take him like 2 minutes. 3 weeks into this stupid ass idiot working at this job, I found out he was cheating on me. He's like a serial fucking cheater. Like he's so fucking easy. You want to know how I found out about this girl? So first of all, I had a couple dreams that he was gonna cheat on me. So I started a new job and one of those days that I was working was an overnight. I had a dream that he was gonna cheat on me on a day that I had to work an overnight, but that's besides the point. He comes home when I'm getting ready to leave to work. He kisses me goodbye, he tells me he'll miss me and, you know, he'll be at home waiting for me. You know, like cute shit. I don't know if this idiot thought that like I would not see his location. I wasn't even watching his location. He texted me in like while I was at work. When I went to go respond, the top location thing said that he was in a city that he had no business being in. Like I said, he moved from Florida. He doesn't know anybody here. Why? Like, he had been working at Home Depot for 3 weeks. Like, who would he have like friends with to like go to a different city with? And he never told me like he made friends or anything like that. I'm like, what is he doing in this city? I click it and he's at the movie theater. Oh my god, I'm like blowing up his phone. No response, because mind you, he didn't even tell me he was going somewhere, and not that he had to, but that's you know, like if we live together, you know, be like, hey, I'm gonna go so and so, like. And we had a Ring camera on the door that me and him both had notifications on. And I was like, I never got a notification that he left. So, like, what? I call his mom and I'm like, hey, have you heard from him? I don't know, like, where he's at. Like, it shows that he's at the movie theaters and I'm getting a bad, like, vibe. In his last text message that he sent to me, he said that he was going to be playing Fortnite. So I texted one of his family members and I was like, hey, are you on Fortnite with him? Because they would play Fortnite together. And then his family member tells me, no, he's not even online. Oh, I'm telling you, my suspicions were to the roof. Me and his mom get along so well, so I don't know why she also switched on me, because she was like, oh my god, can you relax? Like, you always think he's doing something weird, or he's always doing something sketchy, or he's cheating on you. Can you relax? He probably just went to the movies. Ma'am, he's cheated on me multiple times before, and she knew about that. So I'm still blowing up his phone, giving him calls and texting him, and no response. All of a sudden, I see his little location speeding home, but he's still not answering any of my calls. I'm like freaking out. I'm at work. I'm like, bro, I cannot, like, please tell me, God, like, he's not cheating on me again. I see his little location. He's pulling up into the parking lot of our apartment. I turn on my Ring camera and I see this fool running from his car up the stairs, sprinting as fast as he can, and he runs in the door. I call him again and he finally answers. I'm like, hello? Where have you been? Why have you not been answering me? He's like, what are you talking about? I've been home all day. Like, I was on the game. I swear to y'all, I cannot lie. I swear on my life, this is what happened. We were going back and forth because I'm like, bro, stop lying to me. Like, please, when is it gonna end? Like, I'm not dumb. I watched you on the cameras. He finally admits he was on a date with a girl that he met at work. So what I found out about this girl is he started working there. 1 week later, he found interest in this girl. Mind you, he admitted this to me. He found interest in her, asked her for her number, and they started texting. I was like, did she know about me? And he said, no. I told him, give me her phone number. I'm going to text her. He was like, I'm not going to give you her number. I said, if you don't give me her number, I'm going to go to Home Depot and I'm going to make a scene and find her myself. So he finally gives me her phone number. I text her and I tell her, like, hey, my name is this and that. I've been with him. Like, I tell her, like, everything. She was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea about you. He came to me. Like, he told me he was single. He told me that he moved here from Florida to start over in life. She sends me screenshots of their text messages. And in the messages, he had texted her, do you have a boyfriend? And she was like, no. Do you have a girlfriend? And he was like, no. He said, no, I don't have a girlfriend because all girls do is break my heart. The exchange where I told him, give me her phone number or I'm going to make a scene, he texted her. And he's like, hey, I forgot to tell you I have a crazy ex and she's going to text you, but like, just go along with it. She's crazy. She's not okay in the head. He sent her this when I left the apartment after me and him had a conversation, and he told me this. He said, I know I keep fucking up, but you know I love you so much and we're gonna get through this. 5 minutes later, he sends that text to her, that I'm crazy in the head and please don't listen to her. Please don't listen to her, like me. After he was already caught, like the whole thing, he was still texting her like, hey, don't forget about doing this and that at work. Like, the fucking nerve. Like, bro, y'all don't even understand how fucked up in the head I was during this time. I wanted our relationship to work so bad. I was losing my sanity and my self-respect, and I cut off friends and family, and I clearly did not have enough self-respect or strength to leave a man who was treating me like this. But he kept telling me that everything was going to be okay and he was going to be a better man, until the day came that I literally could not take it anymore and I fucking left. And I kicked his ass out of my apartment. And I told him to tell his mom to take his ass home. So that's what she did. She flew here and they both left. His mom also said that it was my fault that he cheated on me because I didn't trust him. And she made excuses for him too. So, well, if you listen to 10 minutes of me yapping about my relationship from last year, thank you so much.